Hi, everyone. He's Eddie Olczyk. Ray Ferraro will be coming along in just a moment, and I'm Mike Emmerich, and here we are again. It's back-to-back games, and so there hasn't been much time to rest. As a coach, how do you manage everything?
Well, it's very important that you use all four lines. You use your complement of 6 defensemen. I think it's also up to the players as well, Doc, to have short shifts. You can't get caught out there for a minute and a half or 2 minutes. You got to make sure you have discipline in your game, but that'll be a real key in the outcome of this game.
Chicago is a veteran club. They have been in these situations before many a times. There are no excuses. Everybody's got back-to-backs on their schedule. These second games and back-to-backs are difficult, but you got to gut it out and find a way to win this game.
Let's look at the starting netminders. He's in the goal crease tonight. He is always acrobatic. We can expect more of that tonight for the Blackhawks. Coming off a loss, but there is faith in him here to try to turn that around. Jonathan Toews, 3 Stanley Cups, 2 Olympic gold medals. Before he was named captain in Chicago in 2008, they didn't even have a captain. We are in Chicago, and we are underway.
The Blackhawks didn't play well enough to get the win in their last game. The coach has asked them to get back to their game tonight.
Down the many steps we go to the ice level. Here's Ray Ferraro.
When you play for an original 6 team, the legacy of the guys before you is always in front of you. People know, people see when they walk into the locker room. There's all kinds of history woven through their franchise, and now they get to go head-to-head.
Thanks very much, Ray. Looks ahead to start something. Fires! That puck was obstructed by a screen. And a save! Chicago's merchandise store is loaded with all kinds of gear in team colors. And you can shop on their website, too.
Indianapolis can really skate, Doc, and that's been a feature of their 10-game performance here, where they've played very well. Now, their opponent is an excellent skating team as well. We'll see who can impose their speed on the other.
Sod's tripped up. That should be a penalty. Gallagher's going to the box, and the call is tripping. Chicago's power play is activated for the first time tonight.
Well, this is a great chance for them. The game's initial power play, the first chance to get on the board.
Time of the penalty, 3 minutes, 2 seconds.
Here's a one-timer. He wore that puck on a hard shot. Gains the zone. Fires. Can't get a shot on. Right on his stick. Can he get it out? Puck still in the zone. Threatening an attack. Possession in the zone. Back to Murphy. Pitch to Strome. Back at the point now. A shot. Blocked. Collected in the corner. Missed the net. Tries to clear. And that one cleared by the penalty killers. Puck free. Roadblock by Lewis.
This is going to have to be a lot better than the first minute. That has been ugly to look at. No pucks to the net. The goaltender's had a virtual holiday down there.
Intercepts that pass. Maybe he can generate something. Gives it on a cross from the point. Read that play in his own end. A good clear, and now some relief in the line change. Shoots, not through. The Tigers successfully killed off the penalty, so we're at full strength now. Puck loose, couldn't get through. Directing that one to Torres. Propelled to Murphy. Chicago's along the wing at center ice. Feeds the point. A great wrist shot. Terrific pad save. Oh, that was a great chance. They've got it. Shoots it on. Blocked. Not a hard hit, but effective. To Keith. Takes a slap shot. Collected at the boards. Couldn't get his way through. And now it's directed to Toews. He takes that pass right off the left wing. Carries it behind the goalie. That puck is free. Went off somebody. Puck grabbed. They're ready to go. Good position in the slot. Good defensive read with that one.
Let's hope that there's lots more going to happen here other than what we've seen in the first part of this game. The teams are gently prodding and trying to find an opening, but there's not much going on.
Don't forget that we have a new parking area located beneath the stadium.
Over 8 minutes still showing on the clock this period. Game still waiting for its first goal. Oh, and the puck goes out of the zone, and so they'll have to reset at center. The Tigers have it in the defensive zone. Takes it up that side. Taken out along the boards.
Oh, he thought he was going to be able to squeeze through there, but the door got slammed. He got crushed into the boards.
And he dumps it in. Puck cleared back down the ice, and it is icing.
The Blackhawks have had an excellent last 10 games, and they're full of confidence. They were telling us this morning, even though their opponents have had an excellent last 10 games as well, they feel they're the better team.
Cranks the blast. It's dumped in. Smart recovery by Seabrook. Brings a shot. Gathered up again by Neal. Cleared it back out of there. The Hawks prevail again. Got that pass near the blue line and now looks ahead. What's his next move from behind? He cut that one off in the defensive end. What a ripper! Save! And decides to just cover it up and get the whistle. That's a solid face-off win. Drives it. Wonderful stop. Clock bleeds down to the last minute.
Last minute of play.
Blackhawks skated up on the side. Gives it over to the point. Slid to Myers. Perfect wrister. Wonderful save. Shot. That was a great play and goal.
Now that's a solid save.
First period is over. The shooters did their best, but the goalies came out ahead. We have no score.
Hey fans, we'd like to draw your attention to the far part of the arena where we're welcoming all of our minor hockey kids here in attendance tonight.
The Hawks are being held in this game by their goaltender. It would be decisively against them without him. Here's an example of his work as we go to break. Second period about to begin here. Let's take a look back at the first. What impressed you most?
Not a lot of shots by either team, Doc, in the first period, but I like the way that they both ended that period. So let's see if that continues here in the second.
Fires! Save! Blue line control. Chicago's carrying it in the defensive zone. Gains that offensive line. Tremendous hit.
Oh, he's been looking for that hit all night.
Saad's got no weight on his one leg as he limps his way back to the bench after that huge hit.
Icing is called. Only a handful of icing calls in most games in a period, but there were over 140 in two different New York Americans Boston Bruins games. They repeatedly did it to antagonize each other, and finally the president of the league stepped in and said, "You guys knock it off." And so the rule was introduced in 1937. That's why we got it. Right at the net, and he got his pad on it. Pitching this one to Torres. Nicely into the zone. Waffle boarded. Laid on to Keith. shoots one. Swept aside. Oh, snaps the shot. Good save there. Chicago's in their own end, and they've got it. Good intercept in his own end. Oh, look at this. He's alone. Can they catch him? And a save. Passing one off now to Strome. Throws it into empty so it can be retrieved. Kajula's tripped and a penalty should be coming. The Hawks have their goalie at the bench and they've replaced him on this delayed call. Demers has a minor penalty here and the call is tripping. Chicago's power play gets another chance to operate. Hasn't been effective yet.
No matter how often you work on the power play, the ones that struggle go back to the same basic tenets. And it's the simplified thing. Get it to the point, shoot it, get traffic, retrieve it, shoot it again.
Save there.
Carrick's not out of position at all here. He's in the right spot. That allows him to deliver this check.
Solid, clean win. And that one is cleared. More time off that penalty clock as they drop back and wait for another rush. The battle for possession continues. Trying to go to Taves. Chicago's controlling play in the neutral zone. And at an angle to Keith. Swept on to Myers. Has that one measured in his own end. Dogged determination there by Lewis. Chooses the corner for this. Lets a shot go. Puck ricocheted off the screen. Handled in the corner by Taves. Took that away in his own zone. On the outside, a shot. And a save. The Tigers have this game even in strength by killing off the penalty. That one is cleared past the halfway point of the ice. Goes back down. And what do we have, class? Icing. You have it. A+. Puck dropped, and the winger stepped in to help. That's big. Indianapolis charges up the wing. Back in his defensive end to get it. Lost possession there. The boards are there to be used, and he does it with that pass.
That's somebody that's been around. He took a quick look up the middle of the ice, nothing there, so he banks it off the boards to his partner, and out of the zone they go.
Great save. And decides to just hold on and get a stoppage of play.
The Tigers need to acknowledge their goaltender after one of the better saves you will ever see. Somebody get this guy a pass de visual.
Over 7 minutes to go. We are deadlocked at 0. The Hawks keep the play going in the middle. And he dumps it in. Puck is thrown to Nyquist. Looking to Bukestad. Grabs that pass in the offensive zone. Handled with the stick.
The Tigers are starting to be concerned with him here. Not only hasn't he had a point in a number of games, but he's not even creating any chances. That becomes the real red flag.
Good job on the draw. A shot. No time to react. Didn't need it. Save.
Fantastic setup and equally great stop by the goaltender.
Skill play by Seabrook. Lifts one. That's a good save and goal. They're going to have to come up with something better than that. Chicago's got it. He takes that point pass. Pass to the slot. The Tigers are at the wing in neutral ice. Nice save there. They're going to have to do better than that to beat him. with a neutral zone possession along the way. De Keyser's looking to lead. Gains the zone and looks over his options. Clock about to bleed down to the final minute. It's dumped in. Gathered up by De Keyser. Pass attempt to Tatar. And he dumps it in. "40 minutes have been played. Some hits given, some shots fired. But let's see what they have in mind as we get closer to the start of the third period and crunch time."
Being a fan pays big dividends with Home Points, our exclusive fan loyalty
Mrazek's
program.
save has kept his team in it. At the end of the period, intermission is next.
Barcode on your ticket today to earn points for attending tonight's game.
This has been one tremendous contest, but there's been no scoring yet. Chicago's carrying on up the wing. Fires! Great save at the edge of the crease.
The shooter thought he had a chance, but the goaltender robs him. What a stop.
Back to the point. Pressure mounting here. Point to Myers. Dishes it back to Kane. Kane's tripped up. That should be a penalty. Chara's going to the box. A player hit the ice, and the call on them is tripping.
They moved the puck around beautifully on the power play. Just nothing to show for it.
Eddie, I'm with you on that.
They didn't take advantage on the power play earlier in the game. Let's see if they can jump on the board here.
2 minutes, 33 seconds.
Free puck off a defender. Shot. Big pad save. Keeps it in the zone with that interception. Tips it back, and he gets it back. Sends it back the other way. The shot blocked. Pitching it to Strome. Quickly back. A one-timer. The lane was jammed, and it hit somebody. He banned on it. The Blackhawks skated up on the side. Flings it. Had it away with authority. And ring more bells on that one. One after another.
The Blackhawks always want to play a physical game, and their leader is right here. He always has among the highest hit totals in the league. He is a pinball on ice.
Puck dropped in the logjam, and the winger reached in and got it. The Blackhawks go back to pick it up. Time is dwindling on this power play. Steps across that line. The Blackhawks needed something from their power play and didn't get it. On to DeBrincat. Oh, great save there. Not much room to work, but he got a good shot away.
That was a tougher stop than a look.
Picked up by the defense. Indianapolis has possession on the wing and neutral ice. And a save. That puck's loose, deflected away by Keith. He's in on an onside play. Oh, did he ever get mashed?
Kane's often the object of a target. He's so good, nobody wants to give him much room, but he gets tagged there. Carrick's shoulder is right through the opposing player. That is a great hit.
A little under 8 minutes off the clock here in the third. The scoreboard is just the way it was when we started. Nice face-off work. Snapping a pass to Palmieri. Carries it on in from center. Oh, deflected away. Marvelous save. No time on that one.
That great save was all positioning.
Chip to Anisimov. Got it at the point. One-time blast. Score! It's off somebody in front. No problem. It's a good goal. Blackhawks have gotten a 1-goal lead here in the third period. Do they go for 2, or do they just try to protect this? It's a face-off win. May not seem important in that territory, but they have possession.
Let's
it rim. Moving it to Kruger. Cut that off between the blue lines.
Time of the goal. 9 minutes.
The Tigers are skating it up at neutral ice. A good stick stop. Good defensive play. Loose puck, though. It's dumped in. Has it in his own end. To Neal.
Chicago's play has put them in a spot here where they can look forward to 2 points if they can continue to protect this shutout. They have had an outstanding game.
Lets it go. Oh, that one hit someone on the way. Score! And the game is even.
You play over 50 minutes of shutout hockey, you start to think about whether you can blank the other team. But eventually, a mistake is made, and the puck goes in the net.
The Tigers have fought back and tied this game here in the third period. Not a lot of time left. This will be thrilling. Chicago's got another face-off win. Flip to the opposite corner. Cuts that pass off. A point blast.
36 seconds.
Terrific determination by Seabrook. He just fanned on it. A shot. Save. Mishandled thanks to the roadblock. Puck loose. Strong wrist shot. Save! He just stopped one of the best. Directing that one to Gallagher. Takes it in from the neutral zone. And it's all. He scores! 2 in a row.
Always dangerous once you break a tie that you would sit back and try to protect the lead. I think you have to stay aggressive and play in the other end.
Indianapolis has broken the tie. Not a lot of time left. We're in the third period, but plenty of time for heroics. Face-off and a solid tie-up and help arrive. Good job. Good, solid defensive play with the stick. Shot. Oh, what a stop.
You got to think that's a game-changing save there.
Not a hard hit, but effective. It's lost. The pad flashed out to turn that aside. Rolls right off the boards. On the half boards to Taves. Back to the point to Keith. To Saad. Got his glove on it. Pressure now. Cuts off that pass in the attacking zone. Big pad save. A long scorcher. Wonderful stop. And now it's directed to Saad. Hammering his way up the wing at center. Gathered up again by Duncan Keith. Chicago's pulling their goalie, saying, take a chance. Why not? Hammered. Wonderful save. That's the end. Good work by Saad. A backhand shot. That puck struck him in front. It's out of the zone.
The Tigers were under so much pressure, that was the only play to get it out of the zone.
The cast of characters keeps changing on this long homestand, and the fans hope that a bunch of W's can be strung together before it comes to a close. A critical defensive zone win. Decides he wants the corner. A howitzer. Save there. Shoots. Terrific shot, but a great point-blank save.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area.
And And the horn is sounded, and this one goes down into the books. To get the victory, they had the puck enough, it seems, to have done more than they did.
You're going to have games like that when you have the puck the majority of the time, but you're right, Doc, they did not generate enough.
Terrific contest. Two teams gave their very best. See you next time.